So last week we removed all the decals from the Big Air Bel-Air,
Yep, yep.
and as I told you, this was going to be a simple build. I don't want to get too carried away with this. I want to show everyone that it doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to do a bunch of nutty stuff. And this car lends itself beautifully for Gaslands because it's kind of already got this gasser look going for it.
Right.
But you got the exhaust pipe sticking out the back. You got this gas tank sticking out here. You got shock coming through the hoods. So we can do some simple modifications to this and easily make this a quick conversion for Gaslands. So my vision for this is pretty simple. I want to chop down the shocks here, and I want to have two machine guns just coming out the engine compartment. I think that would be quick and easy. And I want to add some sort of a mortar sticking out the back. And that mortar can be anything. It could just be a simple tube sticking out the back, but it's just going to be my mortar. I'm going to look to see if I've got anything on the implements of Carnage that might look better for a mortar, and I might have to take one of the ones that Jeff's doing and just chop it up a little bit because it's got some texture to it. And that's about it. I don't want to do a whole lot to this car. I just want to paint it up, weather it up, and be done with it. So with the car, I've already glued the wheels. So the wheels are all glued together. So that's nice and easy. Here, all we got to do is take the silver plastic, get an idea of about where they need to be cut. I don't want to cut them on the body because I don't want to mess up the body. So I'm just going to take a knife and just scar where the end of it is so I know where to cut that. Now with that snipped off like that, it gives me a surface to glue the machine guns to. So we'll do that to the other side. Again, all I'm doing is just getting myself a little mark. So I can come in here, chop that off. The gas can's going to be a lot easier because it's just a flat surface right here. All I got to do is just chop this. You know what? I'm probably going to do my X-Acto blade thing on this because, I don't know, maybe I can save that gas can for something.
Yeah, yeah.
So So
Well,
yeah, I was
yeah.
able to save that gas can from the back of
Woo!
the. So we already have an idea of where we're going with this. So we need now we go shopping for weapons. I could also just take these mounted twin 50 cals with the front piece that's a little bit nicer
Right,
and just cut them off in the halfway point
right.
and then just pop them on sticking out like that. That way they're more towards the fender. And that's where the machine guns. Yes, I think that's what we're gonna do. So basically, I'm gonna separate these machine guns from being attached. So I'm just gonna cut out that center piece,
Right.
and then what I'm gonna do is mount them like that, like just a one.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm doing? So
Yeah.
like the belt fed is coming through the
The hood.
bottom there, and it's just gonna be mounted to the top like that.
There you go.
So that just makes it nice and simple.
That should work.
That's my vision. Otherwise, if I did it the other way, I think they would be too far in That might work. Let's see. Oh, either way would work. That would work too. Nope, I think I'll go in. I think that's how I'm going to go.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that look.
Yeah, so I'll go in. And what I'll probably end up doing is, and then I can just glue it to the piece that's there. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna work. All right, so those are gonna get glued there. So I'm just thinking that one little tube just sticking out. I saved a little bit of the plastic just to make it look like a mounting bracket.
That's brilliant. I like the look of that.
So I'm just keeping the cut side, the part that got cut. I'll just keep that down. And my vision is there, the guy just crawls out the back window, shoves a round in it, and then goes back in and pulls the lever.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
as far as the interior goes, I like the interior. It's just going to get primed and painted up, and that's about it. Show off some of that detail. One of the things I did for this car is I cut that gas tank off the back, and I'm putting in just a single mortar. But what I want to do is I want to cut a piece of plastic card to fit right in there, glue it onto there, and that way the mortar has a better, because with that hole in the way, I don't have a real good spot for that mortar to glue to.
Right.
So I want to fill in that so the mortar has a place to go.
All right. Fair enough.
So it's a little bit of custom work. It's not hard work. It's just a piece of plastic card, cut it out, shape it, and put it in place. But that way the mortar has a solid surface to glue to so it doesn't get knocked off. So what we're going to do here is kind of put the car back together. So that's kind of what it's going to look like without the weapons on it.
Sexy, sexy.
But what we want to do is glue this in so we have a good base for the smoke launcher, rocket launcher, mortar, whatever I'm going to run it as. So I figured I'd put it together, drop a few drops of glue on there so we got everything fitted. So I know for sure it's going to line up and everything should be good. And what I'm going to do is just put a daub of sticky tack. That way I can just drop that in place. Just like that. And there we go. That's what I did. So this is what I did for the interior. Again, nothing too extravagant. I just painted the seats white, hit them with Agrax Earthshade, pulled out their seat belts on there, so I just put a little red in there to add a little color. Hit a few things on the dashboard, just so that when people are seeing it through the engine compartment or through the body, they might see some of those details. And again, not going to see it on camera because I can't get a good angle. But if someone picks up the car and looks at it, they'll probably see some of that detail. We got the roll cage and the other part of the body done. I'm still going to probably cut these exhaust pipes off and make them bigger because I think they're a little wimpy looking. Got our plate in here so I have a better place to glue the mortar to. Got my headlights done and all my lights done. Body's all done. The underside's all done. And then I got all the guns kind of dry brush silver. So I'll get everything attached and we'll be good to go.